a Marine with 4 deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan, Christopher Lavaro, an Iraq War veteran, and Jonathan Wong, a Marine reservist and rifleman. Really nice to see you guys this morning. Thanks for coming in. You know, Frank asked this question of you in the commercial break. How did that transition happen from serving in our military to then coming home and deciding to follow your dream of becoming an actor?
Well, I always wanted to be an actress. I actually was studying at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute when I was 18 before I joined the Marine Corps. And my acting instructor specifically told us to go out and to get experiences, real-life experiences. And so a lot of people in my acting class went and took yoga, and I just joined the Marine Corps. So that's a great life. I was a reservist, and but it turned out I spent about a couple of years in acting.
How about you guys?
This Marine did 4 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Wow.
I had a little bit different path. I was a police officer at the time. I volunteered for a deployment overseas, and ironically, I survived my year in Iraq, only to come back to my civilian job as a police officer to then get injured in the line of duty.
Yeah.
And during my rehab time, I was taking acting classes and discovered that it was an incredible form of catharsis. I just pursued it.
And how about you?
I actually started theater in high school, started acting, and then when I was in college, I felt like I had to do some more than just going to school and doing acting, and so I looked into the armed forces and I joined the Marines because I wanted a challenge.
And how does it help as a veteran? What do you bring to the performance that maybe another actor might not bring? And then what does the audience take away from the fact that, oh, I'm hearing a story from a veteran? You guys all speak up.
Yeah, well,
whoever wants to jump in.
It's like being in combat. You're there as a team, and you're helping each other. You have each other's backs, and you know, being that we've experienced war firsthand, and at least our play is a story of about a returning home from serving in Afghanistan.
And returning home.
So we bring a certain. I hope that we bring a certain breadth, having had those experiences for real, and then sharing that experiences with our fellow actors who are helping us tell that story.
And some of these pictures we're showing, that's Beyond Sight, that's now playing at the Stella Adler Theater. Yes. Ginger and Christopher, you guys star in the musical of that. And then Jonathan is an actor in the production of Ajax in Iraq that's now playing at the Miles Memorial Playhouse in Santa Monica. Like you mentioned, the cathartic process of being an actor, and has that really helped after coming home and doing what you've done in the military? Has that been a big help and a healing process, if you will?
Well, I feel on stage, I feel such a connection with the other veterans on stage. We also have another one as well, who's Chris's understudy. And some of the scenes that we perform on stage are so real and so raw to some of us that it's like we go back and we relive it and we reach out to each other, and it's
almost not acting.
No, sometimes it's honestly not.
There are scenes where there's not a dry eye in the audience, and I'm backstage ready to go on, and I'm crying. I'm going on in a second. I got to get it together.
You're living it. You've experienced these things yourself. And Jonathan, in your play, you talk about the abuse or treatment of women in the military.
Actually, it brings a lot of different topics: war, politics, and sexual abuse. And Ellen McLaughlin, the writer, she just put a lot of things together, and also mixes it with Greek mythology, and just intertwining all together. And it's just really amazing and inspiring.
Well, you all are inspiring to us as well. The production of Ajax in Iraq, running now through June 1st at the Miles Memorial Playhouse in Santa Monica.
And the musical Beyond Sight, playing now through May 25th at the Stella Adler Theater on Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles. For more information on both of these productions featuring veterans and active military actors as well, go to our website, ktla.com. Please support them. Thank you again for coming in. Thanks for your service. All right, we just learned how Marines are active in the arts. What about in big business?
Gail Anderson is live in Van Nuys to explain the connection between the U.S. Marine Corps and some of the most prolific restaurant entrepreneurs. Morning, Gail.
Fascinating. I didn't even know this before we started working on this. We know Marines, U.S. Marines for this. Take a look. Fighting Force, Semper Fidelis, Toys for Tots. But as we mentioned, they're also good at business, apparently. In the 1993 film Demolition Man, Sandra Bullock's character makes reference to a fast food war. The only restaurant that survived in that movie was Taco Bell. Here's a little commercial for Taco Bell here. You know Taco Bell. Well, maybe she knew what she was talking about. Maybe the folks who made that movie knew what they were talking about, because the gentleman who founded Taco Bell, here he is, Glenn Bell, was a Marine. He served in the Pacific Theater in World War II. Oh, we're not done. Take a look at this commercial. You know this company, Little Caesars, Pizza. Again, we're on the pizza trip here. There's the commercial. Well, guess who their founder is? This gentleman, Mike Ilitch. Another Marine, 4 years after graduating from Cooley High School in Detroit, founded Little Caesars Pizza. And I got one more for you. Take a look at this commercial, Domino's Pizza. I might as well stay on the pizza thing. I love pizza. Domino's Pizza. We all know the commercial. The red, white, and blue box should have been a clue, because this gentleman, Tom Monaghan, he is the founder and a Marine. His backstory is interesting in that he enlisted in the Marines by mistake. He planned on joining the U.S. Army. So, this is our salute with the Marines, getting ready for Armed Forces Day. In case we haven't beat you in the head with this enough, we want to remind you it's this Saturday, very big, and their programs at Torrance. They're getting ready for a huge parade and celebration all week long. Starts Friday, runs through Sunday in Torrance. We'll have more KTLA Morning News for you after this. Hoorah!
This portion of the news sponsored by McDonald's. Get your